Selfies, a very common thing we do in our daily lives. Many people even comment on it, and it is okay to say that people are getting selfie addicts. But this selfie, which some people comment on as a bad habit, has helped in solving a chilling case, identifying a cold-hearted killer who murdered her best friend. Although the killer believed she was the sole witness in this mysterious world, justice will prevail. An eye for an eye. Hello, investigators. Today, in our search for justice, we are going to uncover a chilling case. The selfie mystery, uncovering a cold-hearted killer. Britney Gargle. Britney Gargle, born on August 31, 1996 in Saskatoon, was a resilient individual who embraced life with a positive spirit. Despite facing family struggles and an absent father, Britney stood out for her independence and vibrant approach to life. Raised alongside three stepsisters, she excelled in outdoor activities like snowboarding, hiking and camping, showcasing her athleticism and love for nature. Known for her positive attitude, charm, and dedication to community involvement, Britney earned admiration at school and in her jobs. Cheyenne Rose. Cheyenne Rose, a stark contrast to Britney Gargle, bore the weight of a tumultuous family background. Born into a cycle of abuse, her parents grappled with the horrors of Canadian residential schools, leading to their descent into drug usage. Cheyenne, taken into foster care at the age of 2, endured further physical and sexual abuse. Plagued by trauma, she turned to methamphetamine and other drugs, spiraling into a dark abyss. Amid her dark period, her friendship with Britney became a positive beacon, providing Cheyenne solace and joy, dispelling the shadows in her life. Club Day. One significant episode in their friendship occurred on March 25, 2015. That night, the duo planned to paint the town with laughter and shared moments. Before embarking on their night out, Britney and Cheyenne captured their excitement in a selfie destined for Britney's Facebook page. Little did they know that this seemingly ordinary picture would later become an unintentional memorial of the last moments of Britney's life. Their night unfolded with visits to the Manchester Brew Pub and a house party on Avenue 1, where they mingled with friends and shared drinks. Around 4 a.m. they left the house party and headed to the Colonial Pub on 8th Street. It was there that Britney, in a seemingly casual encounter, asked an unknown man for a lighter. This encounter took an unforeseen turn as the man joined them for drinks. Abruptly, Britney and the man vanished, leaving Cheyenne bewildered and without knowledge of his identity or their sudden departure. Concerned for her friend, Cheyenne headed downtown to the local supported living center called The Lighthouse, where her uncle resided. She concluded her night there, expressing her worries on Britney's Facebook page. Investigations. The night took a dark turn around 6 a.m., revealing a shocking reality. Something terrible had happened to Britney. Britney's lifeless body was discovered just outside Saskatoon on a rural street called Valley Road near the Cedar Feather Estates. The caller to emergency services described a scene of horror where Britney lay motionless, her skin growing cold, devoid of the vitality that had defined her vibrant spirit. Found without shoes lying on her back, Britney met a heartbreaking end through strangulation between 5:20 and 5:40 a.m. The search for her identity was complicated by the absence of a wallet, relying on distinctive tattoos, a star on her left hand and a lion on her shoulder. A crucial discovery near the crime scene was a black braided belt, the instrument used in the crime. Cheyenne's versions of the story. In a heart-wrenching turn of events, Cheyenne tearfully pointed out the lifeless body, spilling her side of the story to the authorities. From the Facebook photo to the house party and the mysterious encounter with an unknown man, she unfolded the tale leading up to the shocking discovery. Doubts crept in when efforts to validate Cheyenne's story, like checking surveillance footage at the Colonial pub, hit a dead end. Neither girl appeared in the footage, and no one could vouch for Cheyenne's version. The plot thickened as investigators, checking the lighthouse's surveillance, found Cheyenne's claim of arriving there to be false. Instead of immediately confronting Cheyenne, investigators turned to her uncle. Initially backing her alibi, he suddenly flipped the script, introducing a fabricated story involving a motel, 2 men, and a violent drug-fueled altercation. According to Cheyenne, she bolted to the bathroom during the chaos, only to later stumble upon Britney's lifeless body. Despite her tearful confession to her uncle, inconsistencies persisted. Unable to provide names or details, Cheyenne claimed she narrowly escaped with her life, forced to help dispose of Britney's body under the threat of a gun. Skeptical investigators, sensing the implausibility, chose to stay quiet, continuing their investigation. Cheyenne's uncooperative stance lingered, creating roadblocks for investigators. Even as she faced separate charges for drugs and shoplifting, concrete evidence linking her to Britney's demise remained elusive. Shocking truth. On the half-year anniversary of her friend Britney's tragic death, Cheyenne posted a heartfelt comment on their final photo together. Expressing deep sorrow and a longing to see Britney again, Cheyenne's emotional words hinted at the pain she was going through. However, beneath the emotional facade, a crucial revelation awaited. Britney's family, prompted by new information from Cheyenne's aunt, contacted the authorities, unraveling a shocking twist in the case. According to Cheyenne's aunt, on the night of Britney's murder, Cheyenne had shown up at their house intoxicated, distraught, and tearful. She confessed to getting into a heated argument with Britney that escalated uncontrollably. In a disturbing admission, Cheyenne revealed that she had assaulted Britney, striking her face with an object and choking her until she was unresponsive. Looking beyond the open door, Cheyenne's aunt observed Britney in the car, badly beaten, bleeding, and unresponsive. Contrary to Cheyenne's previous stories involving an unknown man and a motel, she explicitly claimed sole responsibility for the assault on Britney. In a drunken state, Cheyenne fled with Britney in the car, leaving her aunt with a traumatic and shocking scene. Despite her initial reluctance to involve the authorities, Cheyenne's aunt eventually reached out, troubled by the gravity of the situation. However, Cheyenne maintained her denial of any involvement, leaving investigators with insufficient evidence. Turning point. The turning point came in 2017, 2 years after Britney's murder, when a re-examination of the selfie taken that fateful night uncovered a significant detail: a black braided belt barely visible in the frame. This belt, the same one found near Britney's body, became a pivotal piece of evidence. Analyzing the belt revealed Cheyenne's DNA, providing the authorities with the breakthrough they needed. Days later, Cheyenne was arrested on charges of second-degree murder. After hours of silence, she confessed to everything, revealing that the night involved a heated argument over a mobile phone, a blackout, and waking up with the knowledge that something terrible had occurred. While Cheyenne's responsibility for Britney's death was evident, the motive remained unclear. The prosecution initially pursued second-degree murder, but lacking criminal intent, the charges were reduced to manslaughter. In a controversial decision, the judge accepted a joint submission, sentencing Cheyenne to 7 years behind bars after her guilty plea. And what are your thoughts on Cheyenne in this case? What could have driven her to kill Britney? Was it a tragic mistake? Share your insights below. With these thought-provoking questions, we conclude today's Eye for an Eye episode. Thank you, and stay tuned for more. See you all soon.